Jeremiah Smith, one of my favorite cards of this pull. But my favorite card of the pull is the auto. Now, I hate Stanford. I do not like Stanford. Yo, what is going on, guys? Troy here. Sports Cards Behavior. I'm back today with sort of a product review, but we will be doing a college product battle. Now, if you've been here before, you know that the college football products, Panini Prizm Draft Picks, Bowman Chrome U, my two favorite products to rip. Don't do it all the time, though, because the value out of these can be, pretty sketch. College players, some of them don't actually make it to the pros and stuff like that. So you never really know what you're going to get out of these products. You can definitely hit, don't get me wrong. But that's why it's one of my favorite, though, because I love college football. I love college football. It's so awesome. And then number two, you're either going to get someone who's really hot at the time, like Mendoza right now, who we're trying to hit, or like a Julian Sayin on the draft picks, or a Jeremiah Smith. But if you don't get those, you don't get a lot of value. There's other players too, but with that, since they're the same price, I got them both for $25. We're just going to count the total this time of how much money I make as I go. Now, remember, rip responsibly. Don't come here to my channel thinking that I do this to make money. To make money in sports cards, you need to have a different strategy. I rip for one, marketing, and two, I like to have this stuff for you guys to review. Honest product reviews is what I like to bring. This is the reality. One blaster. Regular people like us, we rip one blaster. Now, before we rip, if you haven't done both things you need to do to get into the giveaway, you might as well do it right now. So you can get a 1987 Karl Malone PSA 7 and a Khalil Watson PSA 10 2022 a Bowman Chrome, First Bowman. If you just subscribe to me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram and then subscribe here on YouTube. Now, if you're not subscribed here already and you're watching, just hit that subscribe button. It's completely free. Get you in the giveaway if you're also following on Instagram. Why not? Free PSA slabs. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the rip. Enough of me talking. And drop a comment down below. Which product do you like better? Or tell me which one do you think is going to give me more value? If you like Prizm Draft Picks better, but you just have a feeling that Bowman Chrome's winning today, let me know. Definitely drop a comment, or let me know your best pull down there in those comments. I like to see what you guys say about the products. I like to see what you guys have pulled. Where did I just put the knife? Here we go. I already knifed it. I just did that twice. But for me, I think Draft Picks is going to win, and I think it should win. Generally, these are not actually 25. They run from 30, sometimes 35. If you're going to another place who's upcharging, don't buy it for 35, guys. That is insane. Insane. But here we go. I'll take the packs out of the box. I think you get one more pack in the Bowman Chrome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Than you do in the Prizm. Prizm gives you 6. But because, like I said, Prizm is more expensive. It wasn't for this, but it usually is. You gotta usually think Prizm's gonna win. However, hitting a Mendoza right now, even base is going for like $5, and that's only going up. I think he's gonna win the Natty. I don't see Miami continuing this hot streak any longer. Personally, Mendoza's just him right now. That's what it is. But here we go. Start with Bowman because they have one extra pack. Oh, great. We got a pack that's tough to open. Not a good start. Looks like we got a little X-Fractor action, as you can see there. All right. Nate Frazier. Talon Taylor. That's a weird name. And the X-Fractor is Caton Hoosier. Very nice. And Anthony Evans, Texas A&M. Man, they tanked at the end of the season. All right, we'll do one more Bowman Chrome, and then we'll go back to the draft picks because then it'll be even now. All right. We got Nate Johnson to start here. Harrison Wallace from Ole Miss. Man, I really wanted them to win the national championship. After Lane Kiffin just dipped on him, that would have been sweet. A Gunnar Stockton. Maybe they should have kept Carson Beck. And then Dallas Wilson. Is that a variation picture? Not sure. Doesn't say V anywhere. I don't think it does, even if it is, but that does not look like the picture that's usually there. All right, let's go to draft picks. Gotta love draft picks. Like I said, 2 favorite products by far for football to rip. Look at that, Ashton Genty on the front. This is definitely already winning. Boise State jersey, I don't think it's as valuable. Brady Cook. This guy's pretty good. Honestly, I like his game. Do I think it's going to translate? No. Malachi Moore on the purple wave. Okay. Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's another thing about this product, right? Bowman Chrome U is current college players, whereas Panini Prizm Draft Picks is not. You can get pros in their college uniform. And then Andrew Marsh there. Not much value so far from either product, as you can see. Just the way it is sometimes. But look how many packs we got left. Let's keep going. All right, so it looks like we do have one of our pink lavas. Gotta love these. I like them more personally than the teal from the Mega Box. Diego Pavia, that's a good hit because it's the first Bowman. Definitely a good hit. Then we got Joey Aguilar. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then Deuce Alexander. Is that my second card of him? No, the other one was Harrison Wallace. Okay. A lot of Ole Miss players in this product, if you haven't noticed. If you've ripped this, you should be getting a lot of Ole Miss players. But yeah, that's next pack here for Prizm. I would have to say Prizm's probably still winning, even though this is only the second pack. All right, we got Ryan Fitzgerald. Oh, not crazy, but come on. Auto? This is retail, guys. These ain't hobbies. I don't think Bowman Chrome has hobby blasters anyways, but let's hold on. Put this down so I can take care of this properly. Not good enough to necessarily get a one-touch, but we take any auto. Always take an auto. So yeah, Prizm Draft Picks is smacking right now. Wow, I can't get this in there. Not even close, because then look who we have next. We got Dylan Raiola, a.k.a. the Mahomes doppelganger. You know how he said he doesn't want to be like Mahomes, he doesn't want to be compared to Mahomes, but he pretty much copies everything he does. Alec Ayanamor and Jared Goff. That guy was pretty good at Cal. I will sleeve up the Dylan, and if you like it, head over to the eBay, because I'll have this listed before the national championship. I'm going to try to get all my college cards listed before then. So yeah, definitely head over there if you haven't. I leave offers open, so just offer me something if you don't like the price. Next is Luke Weissung, and looks like we got a straight refractor here. Just a refractor, no pink. Not Shador Sanders, JK. Kaiden Salter, and then Joe Labas on the refractor. And if you guys have trouble telling, it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it, but it says refractor up here in the corner. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there we go. And then another Terry Bussey. Looks like this is a Terry Bussey sponsored box. All right. Next pack for Prizm Draft Picks. Here we go. So far, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Not crazy. Looks like we got another purple wave here and a true silver. Okay. So for the true silver, we got Savion Williams. Not who you want to get. I'll tell you that. And then for the purple wave, Abdul Carter, maybe? Yep, Abdul Carter. I think I like this better in the Penn State than if it were to be a New York Giant, to be honest, because everybody remembers him at Penn State, straight beast. Then we got Isaac Tesla and CJ Stroud. If you know me, that's going to the PC. Don't care how valuable some cards are going to my PC because it's just a PC. But all Ohio State cards, no matter what, go to the PC. No matter what. All right. So we got 3 packs left. Reminder, if you want to enter the giveaway, follow on Instagram. and subscribe here on YouTube, and you have a chance to win free PSA slabs, and one of them being a 10. All right, here we go. From Memphis, Brendan Lewis. LaShawn Williams. I like the Bowman Chrome design much better, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think it's as valuable. From Arizona. I already revealed the name. Whoops. We got Braden Locke. Not the starting QB. And then from LSU, we got this dude making like 2-point-something million, and he didn't even finish the year as a starter. Pretty disappointing season for him. Actually, not just pretty disappointing, extremely disappointing. Bruh. Now, could we blame that on the coach? Probably, but he was awful. Head over back to draft picks. Draft picks, it just has to be dominating. Now, I can't tell you for sure, but it's just not even close. We got no Mendozas, no, who else? No Bryce Underwoods from Bowman Chrome. No, who else is good? No Dante Moores, none of that. We got Scataboo. Okay. One of my more favorite cards right now, I do think it would be better if he was on the Giants jersey, but this is draft picks. Colston Loveland. Good time to hit this card because, one, Michigan is a popular team. A lot of people buy Michigan. If you have an eBay store and you sell all kinds of cards, you would probably note that Michigan's one of the high sellers. But he just had a good game. Oh, Jalen Milroe. This is a good card. I'm going to sleeve that up. But Loveland just had a good game. Jalen Milroe on the green prism. Leave that over there. One of the nicer hits. Abdul Carter again, this time on the base. Kind of got a damaged top, and Dorian Strong. One sec, I'm going to separate some of these just so for the end it makes it easy for me to do the review. Yeah, it's a true silver. Or, yeah, true silver. And then purple wave here. All right. 2 packs left each. This rip has just not been, ideal. Bowman, let's switch up the order. Just go back to draft picks. Maybe that's it, right? As a baseball player growing up, pretty superstitious sometimes. Now, as a behavior analyst, I don't believe in superstition, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. All right. Elijah Bagder. Tyleek Williams. Okay. I almost put that in Bowman Chrome because we were doing the order. Put that here. Damian Martinez on the rookie purple wave. And yeah, the rest is going to be base. Oh, good base card right here, though. You know what I'm saying? This guy's cards are going. And Joe Montana. What a card. What a card. Not crazy, but I'm going to sleeve up Jeremiah Smith. Now, I already have this card, so this one won't personally go to the PC. But if you like this card, you're an Ohio State fan, go Buckeyes. Go check out the eBay store. I'll put that in the hits. Back to Bowman Chrome. Values on the screen. I still think draft picks has to be in the lead. I don't even think it's close, but I never know. Look at that Ohio State card on the back. Kinsey Porter. All right, nothing here but an insert card. That's disappointing. Trek. Hey, Dante Moore. Okay. This guy had a terrible, terrible game. I'm going to sleeve it up just because right now his market's pretty good. But that game definitely made people question if they want to keep buying. Wisner. And Kinsey Porter. We already saw that one. Put it over here. Already have that one too. Back to draft picks. Last packs. Ladies and gentlemen, this has come to an end real quick. All right, Luke Lacey. Ooh, looks like we got Fearless Refractor. And that's it. Darn. All right. Luke Lakey. Derek Harmon. All right, who do we got on the Fearless? Quinn Ewers. Okay. Now, the hope is that he comes in from Miami next year and goes off. That's how this card becomes good. This is green, so I'm curious to see if it's numbered. Nope. Not numbered. Pretty sweet card. Now, if you're a Ewers fan, he's your guy, go to the eBay. Head over to the eBay, buy this store, or buy this card at that store. It'll be ready for you. Finish off the pack here, Elijah Arroyo and Patty Mahomes. Not crazy, I get it, but it's Patrick Mahomes, guys. His market's crazy no matter what. Put that over there. Last pack. Last pack. This is a good time to let me know what you guys think so far of the rip and which product do you like better, regardless of the value right now. Which product do you like better? For me, design-wise, Bowman Chrome U all day, but value-wise, Draft Picks is winning, and it's showing right now. Malik Rutherford. Chase Sowell, this is our last pink of the pack. Who do we got? Is that Alabama? Oh, no, Georgia. Nice little Ty Simpson there. It would have been nice, but unfortunately, that's not who we got. And Sam Leviett. Comment below, do you believe in this guy? I don't know. I have not been high on him. That's for sure. DJ Allen on the pink. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I was ready to grab more packs. Unfortunately, we have no more. Like I said, this is the reality of ripping, guys. We got one card that I put in the top loader. Bruh. Maybe, Jalen Milroe could have maybe gotten a top loader. Maybe the Quinn Ewers too. I'm surprised it's not numbered because usually they're not green like that. Maybe green's just the basic color because that's like this. But this is one of my more favorite pulls because Jalen Milroe hasn't gotten to play yet, so no one knows. So his market's still kind of good. Jeremiah Smith, one of my favorite cards of this pull. But my favorite card of the pull is the auto. Now, I hate Stanford. I do not like Stanford, and I'm right by Palo Alto. I actually work in Palo Alto, which is where Stanford is located, for those that don't know. Not the player I wanted, but we got an auto. You can't complain anytime you get an auto from retail. They don't guarantee you one, so they did you a favor. Now, remember, the profits are on the screen. Here's some of the hits from Bowman Chrome. We didn't hit any cards on the pinks. I mean, absolutely zero. The best card from this box might actually be the Diego Pavia base card. I'm not kidding. Other than the Quinn U, or no, that's from that product. Yeah. Bad rip for this one for sure. I've had good luck out of Bowman Chrome U in the past, so this is the reality. Sometimes it happens, guys. It is what it is. That's why you should rip responsibly. If you want to make money, just buy the single. I could have gone over and bought a Mendoza, right? But I wanted to do a product review for you all. If you're still around, thank you so much for watching. Drop a comment down below what your favorite card in this pull was, or what the best pull out of either of these products was. Like I said, my prediction, Prizm Draft Picks had to have won. I will be shocked right here when you see it on the screen if it is Bowman Chrome. But if you're still watching, thanks again. Love you guys. Peace.